I'm actually on my way to quit my job. It's so weird to say that out loud.
We always took for granted. Are we stranded? Is it too late?
Hello, my loves, and welcome back for another video. Also, welcome to my car. This is Eleanor, for those of you who haven't had the chance to meet her yet. It's been a hot minute since I've filmed anything in my car, so here we are. I really just wanted to do a life update video, and then I asked you guys forever ago for questions for a Q&A, so I'm gonna kind of put the two together and just do a cute little vlog for you guys, like a drive with me, but I'm vlogging on my phone, so I can't be fun and play music because I'd have to play music from my phone. So yeah, anyway, we're just gonna hang out and have fun. I have some really exciting things to share with you guys, and I just can't wait to get started. So I am actually on my way to work right now. I work in DC. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. I talk about it all the time. But the exciting part about that is I actually yesterday was offered a new position. I'm going to be working at the National Endowment for Democracy as a assistant digital producer. And what all of those words mean are basically that I'm going to be helping with video production and live events and kind of covering them and all the technical stuff behind that, doing some video editing, which is one of my favorite things in the world, so I'm super pumped. I'll also be helping out with social media posts and really just supporting kind of anything that the public affairs department needs that I can help with. So I'm definitely very excited about this opportunity. I have been talking for ages about my job search and just like how much I've been dying to have a more creative opportunity, and it's finally freaking here. So as of today, which I'm filming this on Thursday, but I'll be uploading it tomorrow on Friday for you guys. But anyway, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. So in 2 weeks, I will be done with my current job, working as a receptionist at a law firm. I hopefully will never have to be at a front desk again, which will be wonderful. Nothing against working as a receptionist. It's actually a really good job at the entry level, I think, because it's really straightforward, it's cut and dry, and you just come, you do your work, and you leave, and you really can't take work home with you as a receptionist. So at least in my experience, and it's been just a really great way for me to pay the bills and figure things out and keep job searching and all of that. So yeah, anyway, I'm super excited for this transition. I'm sure that you guys who have been watching me throughout my kind of job search struggle know like how much this means to me and how happy I am to just kind of move on into a new chapter in my life. Also, if you're wondering, with this new opportunity, I'm not leaving DC. I still will be working in the city. It's actually literally like just over a mile away from where I work now, so I'll still be downtown, which is awesome because I love DC so much, and you know, I'm just excited to keep working in the city. The only part that is a little sad is since I don't have the more like flexible hours that I'm currently working, and a lot of the parking garages around the new office that I'll be working in are a lot more expensive than my current parking garage, so I'm probably going to be metroing every day, which there's nothing wrong with the metro. It's actually like a pretty good system for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong, they definitely have some room for improvement, as I'm sure any other DC resident would agree, but it's a good system and you can, for the most part, depend on it. So it's not the end of the world, but I will totally miss my drives to work in the morning and the evening, and like just, you know, being able to jam out to whatever music I want and blast it and like have little dance parties. Like I can still do most of that, but I feel like dance parties on the metro might be kind of frowned upon. So it's definitely going to be a new experience, but I also think it will be kind of a nice change of pace because I'll be able to literally like sit and read a book if I want, and obviously I can't do that while I'm driving. That's definitely not safe. So that part of it is definitely exciting, and also metroing is a lot cheaper once I get the monthly pass versus like paying for all the gas for commuting and how much a parking garage would be. So it's gonna be a weird transition, but I'm sure that I'll be fine, and I'm a big girl, I can handle metroing to work. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at career-wise and everything. I really definitely wanted to share that with you guys because you've been part of my journey since before I even went to college, some of you, which is crazy. And so yeah, I'm finally kind of getting where I hoped I'd be a long time ago, but I really think that this journey was worth it, and I really want to make a video for you guys about job searching and not giving up until you find the right fit. It's definitely not an easy process by any means, especially if you're like a creative person or you're in a field that isn't super straightforward and there's no like exact path laid out for you. I would love to make a video about that kind of topic if you guys want to see it. And honestly, I might just put it out there anyway because it's the kind of video that I would have needed a few years ago. So yeah, I would love to share that. All right, so now we are going to move into the Q&A portion of the video, and I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. It's been raining in DC for like a few days now. I don't know what's going on, but I promise I'm being safe. That's why I'm not really looking at my phone as I'm filming, because I don't want to get in a car accident. That wouldn't be good. So anyway, the first question comes from Diane Gonzalez, and I'm gonna throw some screenshots probably like over here so you guys can see the question. She said that she loves my channel and that I'm one of her favorites, which is so cute and sweet, so thank you, Diane. And then she asked a few questions. The first question that she asked was about my favorite TV show and favorite movie. So for TV shows, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite, but I think if I had to, it would be Chicago Fire. I'm super behind on all of my Chicago shows, so if you guys watch them too, try not to comment any spoilers or anything, but I just really live for how dramatic all of the Chicago shows are, but also how like real they are and like how they really tackle like real world issues within the story. So I really appreciate that a lot about that show, and Chicago Fire is the original show of all of those series. So I just really love it. I'm really attached to all the characters, and I also just really love Jesse Spencer. I'm stopped at a light now, so I can actually look at you guys. But yeah, Jesse Spencer is amazing. He's like one of my favorite actors. I fell in love with him after House. I think everyone and their mother did. But it's so funny to hear him speak with a Midwestern accent, and he actually does it pretty well. Like if you watch the show without knowing that he's Australian, you probably would have no idea that he's Australian. So anyway, it's a really great show. I highly recommend it if you guys have not checked it out yet. And then for my favorite movie, also a hard decision because I did study film in college and I love movies, but I think my favorite will forever be Inception. I'm a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan, of course, as many people are, but also Inception just has so many layers to it, no pun intended, and it's just such an incredible film, and it blows my mind every single time that I watch it, so it's definitely on the top of my list. Our next question is, what do you like to do to relax after a long day? And honestly, my favorite thing to do after a long day is like immediately change into pajamas or some kind of comfy clothes, crawl into bed and watch YouTube videos. I have loved YouTube forever, that's why I'm on YouTube, but I also really love watching other people and catching up on vlogs and watching advice videos and like music covers and just literally like anything. I'm just obsessed with YouTube, and I love kind of being transported into another world and being distracted from like my own problems of the day. So that's definitely my favorite thing to do to unwind after a long day. And her last question is, what are some things that make you smile? Which is such a cute question, by the way. I smile at a lot of things. I'm a pretty positive person, but I think like one of the things that makes me smile the most is people in my life. I really have such incredible friends and family, and they're so supportive of me. And gosh, like over the last few days, like being able to tell like everyone that I love that I finally have been able to get a job that I'm actually excited about, like their level of excitement back to me has just made me feel so loved and so thankful. And yeah, I don't know. I guess people in my life would be a big thing. Also, basically anything YouTube related. I really love getting to communicate with anyone who has watched my videos or that I've met because of YouTube. It's just such an amazing corner of the internet, and it makes me super happy. The next questions come from my friend Drummond here on YouTube. I will have his channel linked below, as well as our collab, because we had so much fun filming it and I think you guys would enjoy it. His first question is, how long does it take you to straighten your hair? And honestly, it's been like months since I've straightened my hair. I've just gotten really comfortable with my curls and really love and appreciate my natural hair, and so I haven't straightened it in a while, but I want to say it takes me between like 45 minutes to an hour. It's definitely a process. I have very thick, long curly hair, as you guys can see from watching any of my videos, so it takes some time, but I usually just throw on like a good TV show or a movie and just kind of get to work, and then it's done before I know it, and I have straight hair for like 3 days and it's beautiful. His next question is, how much do you spend on makeup in a year? And honestly, I have no idea and I don't want to know. But I do wear a lot of like drugstore and more affordable makeup, so it's probably not as bad of a number as you might think, even though I really appreciate a good beauty product. This next question is a really fun one, and it's, what is your dream job if you could do anything and money wasn't an issue? I think for me, it would be some combination of making my own YouTube videos and helping other people to do so. I really am so passionate about YouTube. I'm sure it's obvious for anyone who has watched any of my content or followed me on any of my socials. It's something that I talk about every day of my life, and I really just am obsessed with YouTube. And so to get to do something like all the time in this space would be my absolute dream. So I'm definitely hopefully getting closer to building that with my new job, because I'll get to build, you know, new skills and really get to try to start to realize that. But eventually I'd love to just be my own boss and help other people tell their story on the internet. That's definitely my dream. His next question is, who inspires you? This is a deep one. I see you, Ben. These are a lot of hard questions. I'd have to say my mom, I think. That's such a cheesy answer. I wonder if she's watching this. If so, hi mom, love you. But she is just such a hardworking person, and she has like multiple college degrees, but you would never necessarily know it. And I'm not saying that like she doesn't articulate herself well and everything, like she does, but she's just really not the type of person to brag. And she's accomplished so much in her life and did everything that she could for me and my brother, and still does. And I just look up to her so much and hope to be half as awesome of a mom to my own future kids one day. So wow, that's super cheesy, but it's true. She inspires me a lot. And then as far as YouTube and the internet goes, my number one inspiration is definitely Kaylin Nicholson. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch her. If you don't, you definitely should go check her out. She is just a person who's so true to herself and really puts her life on the internet without apology, and I love that. And I love how much she does on the internet. She uploads YouTube videos, she has a blog, she has a podcast, like she just does her own thing, and I really love and respect that about her, and just how in touch with herself she is and continues to strive to be. I look up to that a lot. And honestly, if I could like say like what my goal would be for my future channel, it would be kind of like my own twist on her content, because she inspires me so much every single time I watch one of her videos or read one of her blog posts or listen to one of her podcasts. His last question is, what are some of your hobbies in DC? Here in the city specifically, I really love going to museums, which sounds kind of nerdy, but there's just so much history and like amazing things here in DC, and if you don't take advantage of that, then I honestly think it's such a shame. It's like living in Florida and not going to the beach. Like, you just can't do it. Outside of that, I really love to go hiking and explore different national parks in the area and really just get outside, get some fresh air, and kind of get away from the hustle of the city. I absolutely love DC so much, as you guys know, but it's really nice to just kind of get away from things for a little while and go think and just, you know, kind of like sweat things out and really just get away for a little while. So I really love to do that as well. My mom actually commented and asked a question, which is super cute. So she asked, what is your favorite part of making videos? And this is kind of a twofold question. For me, one, it's the creative process and getting to actually put things together and edit and really kind of, you know, perfect every video that I post and kind of put the best content that I can out there. But I think my real favorite thing about making videos on YouTube is connecting with other people. At this last playlist that I went to, I actually met a few of you guys, and it was just so cool. Like, this is such a unique website in that like we're all kind of sharing our passions and getting to connect about them, and I've made such amazing friends through and because of YouTube, and I just love it so much. So that's definitely my favorite part, is the people that I get to meet and talk to because of the videos that I upload. Sorry for the dramatic lighting change. I'm in my parking garage now, but I only had one more question left, and obviously I want to wrap up this video for you guys. So the last question comes from Natty T, and I see you all the time on Instagram, so shout out to you. Their question was, what is your favorite thing about living in DC? And I think for me, it's just how much opportunity and diversity is in this area. I come from a small town in Florida. That's where I grew up. That's kind of all I knew throughout my life before I moved to this area to go to college. And I just have loved it ever since, because it's so different than what I knew when I lived in Florida. And I feel like I've grown so much here and have had so many opportunities here that I never would have had I stayed in Florida. So I'm just obsessed with it, and I definitely don't see myself leaving anytime soon. All right guys, so that was it for my little life update and little Q&A. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely let me know in a comment down below. I would love to do more of these videos for you guys. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years since I've uploaded a Q&A, which is actually ridiculous. What kind of YouTuber am I? I'm definitely super pumped. I cannot believe that I'm literally about to go submit my 2 weeks notice. I've been at this job for a year and a half, so it's been a while and it's just kind of crazy, but I'm really excited for the next part of my journey and to take you guys along with me. So if you have any questions for an upcoming Q&A, make sure to leave them down below and mark them that way so I know not to answer them in the comments, because I love talking to you guys in the comments. Anyway, I should probably stop rambling now and head off to work, but I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video next Friday. Bye.